How's everybody doing today? This is going to be a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. It's not a bow review. It's not anything like that. This is something that I've been saying for a long time to kids that I talk to, my son. And what I wanted to title this whole video is have a backup plan. Right now it's May the 22nd, right on the verge of time for high school graduates 2020 to be getting their diplomas. Kind of a weird time right now, but congratulations to all of you that's gonna make it. That's a great accomplishment. I know personally, and I know from talking to a lot of kids, I've spoke to kids at the middle school and elementary school level. A lot of kids got no idea what they're going to do, where they're going to go next, and you know what the future has to offer. And the only option that they feel like they've got is go to college. It's being pushed on them throughout the school system. The system's pushing them to go to college. For some kids, that's great. You know, some kids know. And I had a little story I used to tell some kids before. I would pick kids out of the group that I was talking to. It's always embarrassing to them because that's why you do it. But you say, for instance, let's just say Tammy, for instance. Tammy's woke up every morning from the day she was born saying she wanted to be a doctor. Halloween came, she dressed up like a doctor. It hasn't changed. Her outlook hasn't changed. She said, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor. When Tammy graduates high school, Tammy needs to be sent to the biggest, best medical university there is. She knows. We need her. Go, Tammy. Have fun. Enjoy it. Learn everything you can. Save people's lives. On the other hand, let's say Bobby, for lack of another name. Bobby's a good student. Bobby does great in school. Bobby's done great from day one. Good student, makes good grades. Bobby's getting toward a time where high school's about to be up. Bobby has no idea what Bobby wants to do. There's so many things out in this world that kids don't even know about, for one. But this is my backup plan. I've tried to get kids to kind of understand this. Most of the time it goes in one ear and out the other. But this is what I tell them. You don't know what to do. Don't go to college. That may sound weird to some people, but don't go to college. Or at least a full 4-year university. Take a step back for a minute. Let's look at this as a plan. My plan's always been for these kids, and one that I should have taken now that I've gotten older. I wished I would have done it. Here's the plan. Go to your local vocational school, or trade schools, what they used to call them. They're technical schools, technical colleges, technical universities. Pick a trade. The one I always go back to is a heat and air technician. Reason being is it's May right now where I'm from. We're about to get into June. It's a little weird right now. It hadn't gotten really warm. But typically during this time of year, it gets warm. And when it gets warm, first thing you do, what do? Turn the air conditioning on. What happens? Yep, got to call them. They're always in demand on a residential, commercial level, always in demand. And I've always thought, as a person in a technical school, you go in, you get a certification as a heat and air technician, you're pretty much guaranteed a job when you get out. So I took that a little bit further and I thought, well, what if during that time I'm in the first part of college, I decide, now I know what I want to do. I've had a little bit of a taste of college. I didn't have to go away from home and I'm not spending a bunch of money, but now I know that I want to go to a 4-year college to do whatever. Say engineering. Let's just take that for example. Finish the certification. When you go to your 4-year college, number one, the 4-year college is going to be easier to get into now. You've already proven yourself at the technical college. You've got credits to go toward a transfer. So when you apply to the 4-year college, you're more than likely going to get accepted because you've proven yourself already. You're not a high school graduate who hasn't done anything. So I did a little bit of research today. I've always said this, and I've done a little research today. I actually called a local heating and air contract business today, and it's one of the bigger ones in my area. And I got to talk to the service manager. His name is Bobby, and I appreciate Bobby because Bobby gave me a lot of insight and kind of verified what I was thinking. Bobby said until these last couple of months, he had yet to turn anyone away who called and asked for a job. That's not even a certified technician. That's just somebody calling and asking for a job. That's how busy they were. So I asked Bobby, I said, am I off here thinking that if a kid was going to college, young adult was going to college, and that person, him or her, had been certified as a heating and air technician out of technical school, if they decided to go on to 4-year, when summertime come, and this is my plan, I always told them, said, just don't go to school in the summer. Take your summers off, come back. You're not talking about a bunch of time. A lot of kids push to get out of college, but you're not talking about a bunch of time. Take your summers off. Before your summer stops, though, when you're still in college, pick up the phone, call the largest heating and air contractor in your area, be it if you're going back home or if you're staying near campus. Call them. Guarantee you're going to get a job. You're a certified heating and air technician in the time of the year when they really need help. Bobby verified that. Bobby also told me a little example. He's got 2 sons. One went to college for radiology. The other son decided, I'm getting out of high school, I'm going to work with Dad in the heating and air business. The guy, his son that went through radiology, figured out pretty quick he didn't like it. Called his dad up. Now he's back doing heating and air. His brother, who now has, I think Bobby told me, 12 years experience as a heating and air technician, is making more money now than his brother was making as a radiologist. I say all this by saying, have a backup plan. And what that means is don't always jump into something because you've been told that that's exactly the thing you need to do. If you ever watch anything Mike Rowe puts out, it makes so much sense. I think it's a lot more common sense than anything. That may be why a lot of kids don't take it that way, because it just seems too simple. But if you decide not to finish out and go on to college, now you've got the skill, now you can go get a job. If you decide to go on to college, you've always got a backup plan. Let's say you got out of college and you go get a job, something happens. You still have that certification. And I think that's really my only thing that I'm trying to get across right now. This is something that gets on my mind all the time. This is something that I wished I would have done, frankly. I wished I would have done that. I tried multiple times to go to college, and it just didn't work for me. I've done fine being able to go into industries and just learn and apply myself, and now owning my own business. But I still think I would have preferred to have a backup plan. So with that being said, that's about it. That's the only thing I wanted to say to everybody. I know this is not Bose. We'll get back to those. I just wanted this to go out to YouTube and the people out there right now. If you've got kids that are getting ready to graduate high school, show them the video. Tell them there's other options out there than just being pushed to go to college, where they may come out with a lot more debt than what they can actually pay off. So that's it. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you hadn't. Like and share. I appreciate all of it. And hopefully soon we'll get back to doing some bow reviews. Things are starting to kind of open back up again here, and I think some of the bigger companies are starting to ship again. So hopefully we'll get some new ones in. So there you go. Thanks.